Hello, my name is Brian Barreros. I'm from Engineering Architecture 2, Period 4, and today we're going to talk about my shed model project. This project is all about the research, modeling, and construction of our shed models. Within this project, we are to explore the vocabulary of certain word pieces while researching Joliet codes to build a shed within your property. Later, we build these three main parts in AutoCAD and finally complete the cutting construction of the sheds. Our first step begins to research the important vocabulary of certain wooden parts within our shed kit instruction packet. Parts we will be creating such as cripple studs, trusses, and trimmers. Using a link that was provided to go to Joliet Government Shed Codes and Regulations, finding the important information such as shed permit, shed location, shed size, and shed costs. Then we transfer over to AutoCAD, building a 2D model of our walls with the video and shed kit measurements that were given and printed on a B-size paper of our model to turn in. With the B-size model of our AutoCAD measurements, we cut out a 17.5 by 11.5 inch cardboard. Begin to tape down to your B-size paper and tape a layer of waxing paper covering the B-size paper. Afterwards, we get a certain number of large sticks and cut out to length, then pin down the sticks so they don't move around when you glue. After carefully removing the walls, I taped my other B-size paper model of the front and rear walls, repeating the steps of the taping the B-size paper, then put in the previous wax paper that was used and put it over the B-size and tape it down again. Lastly, I did have to use different wood provided for the headers, otherwise I both pinned, cut, and glued the same. And here are the front and rear walls that I was making. My final piece consisted of many trusses, six which had to be cut, pinned, and glued. Then later repeat due to there only being 3 trusses on a single B-size paper. Finally, with all of my pieces glued, I cut out a 10 by 10 inch cardboard from the same cardboard that was used to make the rest of the other parts. Measured out the edge to align my house on the center. Then I began gluing the first sides, front and rear. Later needed to cut a glue support piece of wood on top. Lastly, I measured the distance between the trusses and the glue and glued them down. And here's a picture of my final, one of my friends, cause I didn't finish mine on time. I like the final construction the most near the end. If I could go back, I would focus on not missing small details and manage my time better. If I could give advice to future students, it's not to consistently talk with other students, get the work done, and if you're ever like behind, come for advisory. Like it'll really help if you come for advisory. I would give credit to my classmates and Mr. West for their time for helping me with the questions and suggestions. The end. Thank you for your time and have a great rest of your day. Goodbye.